Have you got a little one with level 5 cerebral palsy? Did you know that a child with level 5 cerebral palsy needs to be doing standing every day in a standing frame for at least 2 hours? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favourite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to share with you 3 reasons why a child with level 5 cerebral palsy still needs to be in a standing frame for at least 2 hours every day. So here at My Favourite Physio, we recently met a little one with level 5 cerebral palsy. This little one is 11 years old, and her mother tells us that she has never had a standing frame. This is shocking when you realize that the child has been having physiotherapy since she was 6 months old. She's now 11 years old and never owned a standing frame. So her physiotherapist and all her OTs that she's been seeing for all these years never prescribed her a standing frame. That is really bad, and it's really, really shocking. So I wanted to jump in and make sure that families out there who has little one with level 5 cerebral palsy realize that their little one needs a standing frame to practice standing, even if they're level 5 cerebral palsy sitting in a wheelchair for mobility. The 3 main reasons why we need that is, number 1, your child needs to be standing so they don't end up with muscle contractures in their knees and ankles. That means that their muscles on the back of their thighs and their calf muscles doesn't shorten and tighten up, causing them to be either chair-shaped, where their knees are 90 degrees, their hips are 90 degrees, and their toes are pointing down, or they end up sort of, shrinking and pulling up their legs because they often want to pull their legs up and sit cross-legged, that they don't end up so stiff and tight because their knees can't straighten out after that. So it's to prevent knee and ankle contractures. That's why we need to have them standing and practice standing every day. The second reason is standing is good for hip development. And it's crucial for children who is level 5 cerebral palsy to be pushing on their legs to stand so that their hips are well developed. Sitting in a wheelchair for long periods over years will mean that often these children are at risk of hip dislocation. And literally what happens is they're sitting in their wheelchair or their chairs in 90 degrees all the time, that their hips actually come out from behind their joints, coming from the back of their butts. So at the end of the day, around their teenage years, it's not uncommon that their whole hip joint has come out through the back of their bottoms and gone and rubbed till the bone is actually destroyed. By then, they will not be able to sit. They will scream in pain every time they're 90 degrees upright and sitting. And you find you have to tip your wheelchairs to take pressure off their hip bones so that they don't scream in pain. Now, by that time, we have literally got hip joints that are destroyed, completely destroyed, and we'll be looking at salvage surgery. That is not acceptable and should not happen in this day and age in Australia. So please ensure that they are getting standing practice. The third reason is if they're sitting in their chair all the time, not being upright and standing straight, you'll find that their spines are often twisted and curled, and they end up with scoliosis. And often little ones like this who are in their wheelchair all the time, not standing, they would have ended up so twisted in their spine, they need spinal surgery to straighten them up. Because if we don't straighten up their spines and leave them twisted, soon you'll find that they can't breathe because their lungs are compressed and all their stomach and contents are squeezed into their lung cavities. That is really bad. So we cannot allow that to happen. Those are the 3 reasons why a child with level 5 cerebral palsy still needs to be standing every day. Now, if you have a little one with level 5 cerebral palsy, they're not got a standing frame, please ring us here at My Favourite Physio. Speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists. We would love to help your child out. Now, if you find your child with level 5 cerebral palsy is now contracted in their legs so that their ankles and their knees are all twisted and contracted, you really need to see an expert pediatric physiotherapist, please feel free to ring us here at My Favorite Physio. The number to ring is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there who has a little one with level 5 cerebral palsy, please like and share this video with them. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.